My name is Jeannethe Lara. I'm a Program Development Coordinator for the Primates World Relief and Development Fund. And I would like to talk to you about PWRDF support to sustainable livelihood development, particularly food security. And I'm talking to you about our partner in Guatemala, Madre Tierra. In the southwestern part of Guatemala, there are some communities that, 6 communities actually, that live in a disaster-prone area. As refugees, the women of these communities in the mid-80s started to support their communities on issues of refugees, and then after in mid-90s to support them for the return process. We have been accompanying these communities through Madre Tierra and the women that are members of Madre Tierra in the different activities and needs for the resettlement process since the mid-90s. These communities got their land, but they also got some challenges because this is a disaster-prone area. And at this particular moment, they are facing a scarcity of lack of water, which is accentuated by the presence of agribusiness that use the water that is in the reservoir for watering the big plantations of sugarcane, of African palm, and banana plantains. These communities are small farmer communities, and they live from their land, which is getting very difficult for them right now because of the lack of water. The main source of water for them are the water that they bring with buckets, from water wells. This scarcity of water was a problem that was facing the Gonon family. Irma Gonon, a member of Madre Tierra, got training through Madre Tierra for agriculture, for cultivation of the land, and then she started a year ago her home garden, but facing the issue of scarcity of water, she couldn't really feed the whole family. She grows beans, and most of that is for the consumption, others they sell, and whatever waste is produced, they give it to the animals. But the family was affected by the lack of water, so one of the problems that affected not only her, but many other families. So Madre Tierra decided to find a solution for this problem. So the solution that Madre Tierra found was to provide irrigation system, drip irrigation system to 20 families. And how that works, they installed water tanks, hoses, and all that with pipes go through the field, and they could, release water slowly and in more quantities to be able to water the crops. 20 families had been the beneficiaries for this year, and the hope is that they could reach more family members in the future. So it only costs $300 to provide an irrigation system to each family. And with that, what we get? We get a family that doesn't need, the members, the children or the women, doesn't need to go and collect water in the water well and carry buckets of water. Second, they could have a more stable water source to water the crops. And third, they could have also food, or to consume themselves or to sell, so they could buy some other items, and that will improve their health and their nutrition. The benefit also is that PWRDF is working with a group of women who are not an NGO. They are a grassroots organization where they are the members, they run the activities, they are the direct beneficiaries, and they not only work for themselves, they work for their families and for the entire community.